Most people are open to purchasing services or products from people that they have some sort of relational connection to. It doesn't usually just happen out of the blue with somebody you've never met before. So that's where social media comes in and social selling comes in. So today we're going to talk about 3 keys to social selling and how you can begin to use those for your business, for your organization. That is coming up. Welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast, where you get the confidence to hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time. Hey guys, my name is Mark, and welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Hack Podcast, where we help you cut through the digital noise to connect with the right people for your business. And that's what we really love to do, is help you to dial into who are the right people for your business, and then begin to get the right strategies that's going to actually communicate and connect with them. And today we're going to talk about social selling. And it's really important that we understand that social media is a huge opportunity for us. I think sometimes we can begin to just see the downside and the negative side of social media and see some of the negative effects or the way that's been abused. But we can forget the fact that this really is a built-in network and an opportunity for us to begin to really get strategic and connect people with our products in a way that works for them. So the way that human beings are wired, we want to buy from people who we've got some sort of connection to. We don't usually respond well to cold calls. There are sometimes people will, but more often than not, there's a much higher percentage chance of people purchasing from somebody that they've got some sort of relational connect with. They want to feel understood. They want to feel connected to the person that they're purchasing from. So that is where this idea of social selling comes in. So today we're talking about 3 key elements of effective social selling and how to implement them in your approach. So number 1, we're going to talk about these 3 things. Number 1 is the sphere of influence. And the sphere of influence concept enables salespeople, or if you're just an entrepreneur starting your business, or if you're an organization, it allows you to map and understand the best way of leveraging existing relationships within a target organization. So LinkedIn, for example, it's an amazing tool for enabling you to see which connections you have in a company, empowering you to find out which decision makers or potential champions you can leverage. So I'm going to show you an example here in the next slide for those of you watching this on Facebook. Go to your prospects company page on LinkedIn, that company or that organization that you want to connect with and you want to begin to offer your products, your services to, and click or tap on the People tab. Scroll down to the list of their employees on LinkedIn. Beneath each one, you can see a note on how many shared connections you have. So here's an example of connections within a particular organization. You begin to see which ones you have connections with, and some you're going to have more than others. So tap through the relevant user's profile and you can access the full listing of connections in common, which can enable you to refer to that person in your pitch or reach out to the ones you know and ask them for a referral. So as you're approaching this company, you're going to seem a lot less like a cold call when you can reference other people that you have connection with within that organization. This shows that you know this company, that you are more connected to their mission, to their values, to where they're going, and they're going to feel a lot more comfortable wanting to take a next step to understand your services, understand your products, and maybe take a risk on purchasing from you. So you can leverage your existing connections, and it's generally a much more successful approach than cold outreach. So that's number 1. Let's talk about number 2. Number 2 is social proximity. Social proximity refers to using your social connections and those of your sales team and other colleagues. So an advantage of consistently growing your online network is that eventually you'll end up with some sort of social connection to each of your prospective buyers. So the idea here is that building these loose connections through social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, now TikTok, all of these things, it might seem sometimes artificial or arbitrary. Is there really any value to this? Yes, there is. These looser connections that sometimes you might not see somebody and they're just a Facebook friend, that kind of idea. Over time, it allows you to have a connection with somebody and offers you this proximity, and therefore gives you an opportunity to potentially sell something to them. As we have started our business, it's been so key for us to have this social proximity, to be able to have an existing network of relationships that we can connect with. In fact, we had this picture a while back. This is kind of funny, as we were kind of trying to figure out who should be our target audience and how should we begin to build a strategy to reach and connect with them and get new clients. We were really processing and praying together. That's part of how we make our decisions. And we were making a strategy, but then we were praying, and we really felt like we were going to go after those that we had connections with. And we had this picture that began to identify our strategy, and that was an ice cream cone. And if you have done anything in marketing, you know that there's a funnel that we want to reach out to people at the top and begin to go funnel them down towards until they become a sale. Well, in our case, we felt like we're going to go for the ice cream at the top of the cone and not try to suck the ice cream down the cone. We want to reach out to the existing connections we already have. Now, that doesn't always work. There's going to be times where we need to build that funnel and really funnel people down, but we really felt like that we were supposed to go after the people at the top of the cone. That's social proximity. That's that idea. And so, the more mutual connections you have, the higher the social proximity, and thus a higher likelihood of getting a good and quick referral or introduction. So if you've got a lot of connections with somebody, it's just a much higher likelihood that you're going to get some sort of referral or introduction to the person who's making the decisions within an organization or company, or if you're directly talking to the consumer, it's a lot higher chance that you're going to get that sale. So let's move on to number 3, social surrounding. So socially surrounding your prospect involves you having a 360-degree view of the individual, both in a professional and personal sense. In other words, you want to communicate that you understand this person that you are connecting with and offering a product or a service to. So utilizing this approach enables true relationships to form, leading to an optimal selling conversations and actions. Social surrounding eliminates the need to build rapport on the call or on the initial connect with them because you've already done it over social media. So you can focus on a deep business exploration when you actually get on the call. So let's look at what this actually looks like. Here's an example. So I'm considering a potential lead, perhaps a director of marketing an organization. So I'm wanting to connect this organization and offer my services. This is B2B. So I look at my sphere of influence in the company using LinkedIn, and I use a mutual connection to include in the LinkedIn invitation. So while I'm doing this, I follow the company page tool, then use their profile to link out to their Twitter profile and begin following them there. So I'm beginning to surround, I'm beginning to connect with them. I favorite a relevant tweet, I retweet something interesting that they're sharing. This is not manipulation. Genuinely, I want to connect with them, and I'm resharing something that's actually valuable. I head back over to LinkedIn, and now I like his or her post. Now I find a LinkedIn group they're in, and I join it. So here we begin to see social surrounding by beginning to identify where is this person connected already socially and beginning to connect with them. I'm now communicating, hey, I value the things you're bringing to the table. I see what you're already doing, and I want to connect with you. This begins to set up, as we're connecting on an actual call, that we've already got some connection, we've got some talking points, we've got some things that we're connecting around. You can even highlight that tweet that you favorited or shared, and it really eases your way into a deeper place in the conversation more quickly. So those are 3 keys to help you in social selling. Social media is not bad. It can actually be leveraged for your business. It can be a way for you to really connect with the right people, make the sale, and grow your business. So hope that's helpful, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe, and visit us at bitesizemarketinghacks.com for more resources and episodes that will help you hack your marketing 5 minutes at a time.